Hello, people.
Hello.
Let's have chat vote.
Chat vote? Okay, let me go ahead and get that going. Also, for those of you tuning in, I do this every Thursday and Saturday with Evolve. I do stream other games at other times. I was testing out my PlayStation 4 equipment. I do know that two things in the works is I would like to have a solid European time because I know it's like 5 a.m. for them right now. But I'm thinking that Thursday days, because I have Thursday off, I'm thinking that my Thursday mornings and afternoons might be dedicated for European teams because that's Thursday evenings for them. And I'm also thinking about coaching on the PlayStation 4 as well. No ETA on either of those. I'm still trying to get some funds in order to buy Evolve for the PlayStation 4, as well as some other things taken care of on my end, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks. There is also a possibility that I might be doing this on Xboxes as well. I know that there's a lot of people asking for it on the Xbox, especially on the forums. So, however, I am a relatively poor person. I don't really have lots of funds, and I hate Microsoft. But there's a good 60% chance, I think, of getting that taken care of. So it looks like aviary, distillery, wraith trap, weather control, more votes, moss votes. That being the case, so like I said, that's a possibility coming up in a little while, so stay tuned for that. I will also be hosting a very long marathon of Evolve. I'm actually going to be playing this time. It's going to be happening within the first week or two of May. I'll have more information. I'm going to announce it on my Facebook page, my Twitter page, my YouTube page, as well as the Turtle Rock Studios forums on Monday. But stay tuned. There will be raffles. From everything from t-shirts to posters, DLC codes, skins, all kinds of good things. And probably the one I'm most excited for is an art book signed by all the Turtle Rock Studio developers. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and I am jealous to whoever wins that because it will be in my hands at one point, and then it will go away. So... but I'm also going to probably be doing during that marathon a donation drive, mostly to get the Xbox funds, as well as to pay for shipping and handling to ship out some of this stuff. Because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of European people in the chat, and it's kind of expensive to ship things over there, apparently. Who knew? Okay, so it looks like... So we have 2 distillery, 2 aviary... 1 wraith trap. Why for do you do this, people? Why?
I don't see a vote going on or anything.
Okay, since Striker doesn't like distillery and it tied with aviary, we're going to be doing aviary instead.
Wait! You got that wrong.
Oh, you rather do distillery than aviary?
No,
Yes.
please, no aviary. No aviary.
I love aviary. I don't know why people don't like it. It's like my favorite map.
The doors. That's my only problem.
The doors are great.
If the doors weren't there, I'd be happy with the map.
Okay, distillery it is. Okay, well, let's have some fun.
Can I have a heads up if he's going cracking or not?
What was that?
Can I have a heads up if he's going cracking or not?
That's up to him.
Yes, I am.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Take it easy, Dark.
Is there a possibility that you could be staying till the end of May?
Very doubtful.
Do you think 2 weeks?
Maybe. It's
Okay.
completely
I
into
know that it's up at their end, but I'm thinking, okay, he comes in Tuesday. Tuesdays only, usually. The Air Force guy.
I'm getting a new Air Force recruiter.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because he's at the end of his shift.
Nice. Okay.
It's a possibility. I'm not going to put it beyond him, but at the same time, I doubt it.
So distillery is one of those other maps that I really, really
They want to
enjoy.
keep you in there, if that makes any sense. Okay.
Why?
Because I was curious on how long I wanted to keep the board games out. uncovered. Because the problem with leaving the board games out like that is...
Do you think Aiden will get into them?
I think he's well enough to leave them alone, because he hasn't touched anything else too major, aside from the cans of air.
Ah, we're playing with the Demon Kraken. My favorite.
But I'm more afraid of the grease that we cook with, that it'll damage the boxes.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I
You
was
shouldn't
thinking.
travel that far.
Huh?
You shouldn't travel that far.
When I've had it when you cook your tacos and stuff where they go onto my CDs.
That's why I stopped cooking tacos.
I'm just saying in general. Grease bad. Ooh, fantastic. We've got a Laz Cabot Parnell. This is a high DPS team. This is going to be a lot of fun. So Laz is a really interesting counter to Kraken just because Kraken does do a lot of burst, but he's very susceptible to body camping. He's actually one of the harder monsters to body camp correctly because you're kind of a big target, you're focusing on something, and so everyone else can line up shots. So a damage amp in Parnell can absolutely do a ton of damage. Oh, look at this. All elite skins. We got the elite mod squad here. But a very, very high damage team. This is going to be a very, very interesting game. Cabot, I feel, especially with Lazarus, I feel like a Cabot, almost any team with Cabot, even a Kyra, but especially with Lazarus, I feel like that there's going to be like 1 or 2 domes and that's it. Very rarely does a monster or a hunter team survive 1 or 2 domes for the most part. So this is going to be a fantastic game. I'm very excited for this. While a lot of, I do feel that Lazarus does have counter abilities, at the same time, there's a certain mentality that nobody's really picked up on, and I almost want to breed an entire team together and just work Lazarus and show people that they're playing Lazarus wrong. But yeah, anyway, so I'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe they'll get that going. And it's in the middle of a blizzard. Good on Kraken. That works. Might get pulled off, but that's fine. Thank you, Levy.
When are we gonna chill?
Probably not till very late at all tonight. Sorry. Saturday's my one time when I actually get to, really, really stay up late. My wife is giving me the sad face. Okay, so we've got Mr. Abe. Not doing well with tracking, but the monster decides to be loud anyway, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So let's see where they go. So he's falling. Let's see, do they see footprints? Okay, so they see the trail. Let's see which direction they go. So either way, he's still going into the caves. I love fighting. I love the caves, especially going this way, killing off the Reavers, leaving the Glaciopods alive, and then just eating nothing but tons of poop. But if you don't kill the Reavers fast enough, they will actually kill and eat all of the Steamodons and the Glaciopods, which means that you lose this area. And there's some Trapjaws. A-holes. So it looks like that they're coming close. I do like that Kraken can kind of hover over that little hole there. Oh, poop. Aw, didn't eat the poop. So it looks like Meldity just saw him. Maybe. Nope. So he should be able to get out of here pretty quickly. Looks like that this might be a pretty simple stage 1. So it looks like Cabot's cloaked and is going to start stalking the monster. I do this all the time as Cabot. I'm almost always near the monster, just pinging him away while stealthing. So they might be able to get a dust off. I haven't seen a dust go yet. I keep forgetting. It's been a while since I've seen Cabot play. This is actually good. I like this team. You don't see a lot of these players in the current meta right now, but I feel that that's just because people don't utilize them or play them efficiently, in my opinion. So it looks like that he's just kind of resigned himself. He's probably going to realize he's going to get domed, and that's to be expected. Most of the time, you don't ever not get domed as a stage 1, especially if you're not sneaking very much. And so you just kind of want to look for a good, strong engagement for you. So Kraken being engaged, the best area is actually kind of around this relay. You have the water to hide around, not much to break line of sight, and then hunters can kind of get bunched up around this ship over here. So I feel that that could work out to his advantage. Oh, here comes that very, very nice dust. Why? Do I not see dust? That's sad. I'm pretty sure that dust hit. I can't tell. Okay. And there's Starmac starting to put on pressure as an assault. I like that the Ghost is staying far away. I think he's actually outside of the dome itself, which is not a bad idea. I would like to see waypoints, especially with Cabot being the way that he is. Looks like he's going to try and draw somebody in here. And there's that pounce. Nice, strong pounce. There's the shield. And it looks like that this is where Ghost really close to the combat. Very close. So Tharmak is going to be okay. Oh, and it looks like Kraken found Lazarus. So Lazarus just needs to do a very good job. I would be cloaking and running away right now. And just be very careful. And there's that Sloth doing damage. Tharmak doing freaking headshot damage with that shotgun. Oh no, there we go. There's the damage amp. And let's go ahead and let's see that damage pile on. Little too late. I don't know what I was trying to think. So Ghost decided to get out of there. I like that. I like that he's actually trying to go out of there. So it looks like he's trying to body camp. So right now, everyone should be doing damage on this guy. Leave the body alone. Let Laz worry about that a long time from now. I feel that people are too eager to res. You know, even if you got a strike, doing half his armor is okay and totally worth it. So really okay engagement. No permanent damage on either side. I would have liked to have seen Tharmak not getting rezzed, and Cabot and Abe just shooting at the monster's face over and over again and punishing the monster. Because once you get to permanent health, the monster, you either take permanent health or the monster is going to give up. But you have 45 seconds, and I feel that people use Laz, and they feel the need to rush in there a little too much. Punish him. Even if you do 30 seconds of pure damage, and they get a strike, that's 30 seconds you did pure damage for a strike. Think about it. And a lot of people feel that they have to have Laz and that they have to prevent the strikes, but that's not necessarily always necessarily the case. Oh yeah, exactly what Terabyte said. That's exactly my feelings too. I would love to see a team where people play with Laz and all Laz does is shoot. He really doesn't use his gun, and all he does is he forces the monster to go ahead. Oh, nice dodge by Dead. Very good. I know that he's running on like fumes right now for sleep, and so really good job. I like the pot shots. So right now with the split that they're doing, it's a little hurtful because any damage that they do, and this is something that anybody against Laz. Throw a Banshee Mine, throw this, throw that. Any little bit damage really makes a difference because so Meldity's going to go down very quickly, and I feel that the monster is just going to go ahead and get a free get out of jail card. So Meldity should just be getting out of there and throwing stasis grenades to prevent that from going around. Nice attempt on trying to do that as well as possible, but there's not too much you can do without a support character. So Kraken once again going and shooting backwards, getting free headshot damage. There's no real need. You know, go ahead. You're not going to down anybody necessarily. Just go ahead and get the runaway, the dome going down, and then run from there. One second, I'm just eating some more chicken. Ah! My mashed potatoes. Sorry, I dropped mashed potatoes on the floor. So note to self, I'm not doing good observer mode and talking at the same time. Okay, so here we go with the dome. So it looks like he's going after support. I think he was trying to go after the trapper, but then they cloaked. Really good defensive moves from Kraken, vortexing off, and here comes the trapper again. So the dome is down, so now he might actually try and body camp. Again, I'd probably just take the walk. And again, I feel Ghost is going in for the res. There's no reason to go in that early, and I feel that Laz is going to go down here. I feel that was a mistake. Yep. There comes Laz. That's actually, I don't know if he cloaked or not. Again, yeah, I feel that Ghost just was too eager to get the res. So, I mean, look, you see the body's still not even close to decaying, and so now you're going to go ahead and get 2 strikes and very little permanent damage on it. So, good work on the Kraken, but the Kraken actually is probably going to go ahead and close it out now. So really strong. Yeah, I feel that Ghost was a little overzealous and eager of trying to get that res. And I feel that that's the biggest weakness for most Laz players. Is very counterintuitive. Worst case scenario is you sit back, and if you get the opportunity to res, you res. If not, they're taking 45 seconds of pure damage. There's no reason to ever really go there. And so now he's just going to evolve. I'm thinking he's going to do that. I think he's doing it for two reasons. One, to kind of just be cheeky, because you're basically evolving on his face. But second of all, it's hard to chase Cabot around, so you have 40 seconds to armor up and then go attack the relay. So he might be just trying to force out the win right now. And it looks like he spotted him. So it looks like he's going to try and go after him. I'm not sure if I've seen any dust clouds. Like, I know I've seen them shoot, but I think that maybe in observer mode I don't see it when he gets... Probably not. In fact, actually, if I hide the outline, maybe I'll see it. No, I don't see it there either. I notice the same thing when it's tranked too. So let's see where the dropship's going to go. So the dropship's going to go up here. So Cabot can actually shoot from that roof, and that roof is actually not super terrible. It's kind of bad, but not super bad, just because there are a couple of little pipe areas around here. But in general, it's kind of hard because you can't really break line of sight too much. So it looks like that he sees the dropship, and he's going to go ahead and try and lightning strike. It looks like that was a little early. But the Vortex should get everybody. Okay, so there's Laz. Already almost dead. Ooh, pounced the wrong person. Good for Laz, bad for Kraken. So looks like Laz will be able to get away. And he really does need to get away at this point. Okay, so there goes Meldity. Tharmac should be relatively short behind right now. But I feel that the Kraken's in a very, very strong position right now. So as long as they keep shooting him from off the body, why is nobody... Just keep shooting him off the body. Keep shooting him off the body. Keep shooting him off the body. I kind of feel that they're kind of separating off for no real reason. Like if they keep shooting Kraken now, like he's almost at no armor. So I'm not too sure if they're just like super split up. Oh, and perfect. Laz is going in. So this is actually really, really good. Oh, and it looks like that he saw the cloak movement. But that was perfect. Like, I feel that if the other two people were just shooting Kraken non-stop, that Laz could have just sat back there, put weak points on him, and just threatened rezzing the body. But it looks like that's not what happened. Maybe it's because Tharmac didn't like the fact that Shotgun had to be too close, but I feel like they could have punished the Kraken severely there. And another wasted opportunity. But that's exactly what you should do as Laz, is you don't go near a body until it's like almost 100% sure you're going to get off the res. Because like I said, even if you don't, people are willing to trade health bars for strikes a lot as it is. And so I feel that too many people are afraid to just throw their teammates under the bus. But that's kind of what you do as Laz, you know? You're just like, I don't care if you die because my team is going to punish the heck out of you. And ironically enough, the only person you really care about if you have Laz on your team is your Assault. Because as long as the Assault's up... Let me go ahead and turn off the outline. Ha! If I turn off the outline, I can actually see that. So it looks like the red, the highlight, overrides the Kraken, interestingly enough. There you go, so there's the yellow. Okay, so that's good to know. I'm not sure how I like that. I wish it would be like highlight as long as it's not mixed with the yellow thing. Okay, so he should be able to go ahead and shoot him a couple times, but I feel that the power relay is just going to get destroyed. I don't think that they're going to have enough time to go ahead and land and get to the power relay in time. So good game. I do feel that Ghost, that first res area was a little too overzealous. But that's the great thing about working as a team and in a few games in a row, because I'd like to see if he evolves his play. It's like a fun. So it looks like the Striker is just kind of killing people to kill people. Just to kind of prove his combat superiority would be my guess. This is one of those things, if you play against the same team over and over again, this is what you do to throw the other team off tilt. And so right now, if the assault was up, for instance, this is all you need to do. You just keep shooting him because he's just going to keep on camping the bodies, and then you just do that over and over again. But it looks like he's just going to eat the bodies and then go. I think he's trying to leave one body to kind of tempt out Laz. But maybe he realizes the 2 cloakers are left alive. I'm just going to go ahead and go after the relay. And that's game. Phoenix, it can shoot through as many, but it can't go further than 40 meters.
Oof, that was rough on my part.
Good game. Let's go ahead and head back.
Okay.
I'll answer that question in just a minute, Phoenix. Let me go ahead and debrief real quick.
Good game.
Yeah, good game. I feel like the first res was a little over eager, and that allowed. Yeah, but exactly like so when I want to say it was Meldedy. So when the dropship came and it was stage 3 and he landed on the roof and he went down, I feel that everyone kind of scattered. But if they kept on putting pressure on, like that was exactly what Laz should do. Is I feel that like even if worst case scenario you do not res somebody, you did 40 or 45 seconds of a ton of damage to his face for a strike, and people are willing to trade that all the time in a regular game, so why not with Laz? So I like that later on you really held back, but that first one I think is probably where the turning point was, because you were doing pretty good at that point, but then I think you got a little over eager, and there's no reason. I mean, you've got 45 seconds. What I like to do as Laz is I like to hang back. And if he goes away, cool, I'll res the person. But if he doesn't, that's 3 people focusing on him as much as possible. I feel that when you play with Laz, the most important person on your team is actually the assault. Because as long as the assault's up, you're going to be doing a ton of damage in the monster body camps. Because body camping is a very expensive cost-wise for health for a monster. So, like for instance, like if they down a trapper in a dome, then they down the trapper and the monster runs away, then you res the person. But if not, he stays there, he's going to take the full duration of a dome just to camp one body anyway. I also try and save domes for about half. Like if you have a Laz on your team, when the monster has about 50% armor, just because it's really hard without a defensive person to be able to go ahead and do that. That being said, though, I thought that your team setup was really cool. I was really excited. I kept on telling everyone that like it's only going to be a couple of domes, and then one team or the other is going to die, just because it's like everyone's bringing like WMDs to the fight and no small fire. So it was really exciting, but really good pressure. It's just I think the turning point was that one point when you got a little bit overzealous. But that being said, Striker, really good focus, really good job of baiting out Ghost. It worked out really well. You did really good feeding routes, but good teamwork in general. But I'd like to see Laz be a little bit more, if you play Laz again, that is, to kind of just throw your teammates under the bus, because if they die, they die. That's kind of how he works.
Yeah, I do not actually know a lot of this. Sometimes I get tunnel vision, and every thought I have just goes right to the garbage, right to the bin.
I hate it when that happens.
I'm like, I can do it, and rush and get killed.
No, I definitely know that feeling. I used to play Laz a lot in the big alpha, a little bit in the beta, but a lot in the big alpha as well. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That being said, let's go ahead and get the next game started.